Comme une musique qui se fait jouer, une tune tu veux pas finir. Comme une flamme qui brûle ou un moment parfait qui va jamais revenir. Un soleil qui se couche à l'est, qui se lève dans ses cendres. Le temps à soir, on va prendre ce qui nous reste. Tout le monde, ils peuvent attendre. Oh, love it. Oh, my darling. Tu chasses mes idées noires.
Welcome to the Mano Show, Mano Amigos. I am your host, DJ Steele. On this wonderful September 12th, you just heard a whole bunch of great brand new music. Some of it is a few months old. Most of it is 2020 music. This one in the background, New Wings, that you're hearing is not. I'm going to get to a whole bunch more brand new music coming up too. There's a bunch of ways you could be listening. either on the FM band 102.7, on Rogers somehow, on YouTube, on the CKMS YouTube page, on the DJ Steele YouTube page, and I believe that's all. I think Facebook's got some issues now with streaming to that. Anyways, if you're following us on the YouTube, you might notice I've got a thing right in the middle that says The Bubble. I want to give my thoughts on The Bubble a little bit later on. I was thinking I had attended so many NBL KW Titans games, and COVID kind of shut down the NBL, and I have no idea what's happening with that anymore. There's like not really any updates. I'm hoping that it is not shut down for good. There's still tweets about how Coach Cavill has been coaching young kids in the community and helping them out with basketball, which is awesome stuff. But I'm talking about the NBA bubble. So last night, the Raptors lost Game 7. If you have thoughts, please add it to our discussion here, because I'm interested in your thoughts. There's been a lot of stuff online, too, that I want to get at after this new music, so it'll be coming up. Here in the background, we got some New Wings. This is a fantastic track. We'll go this into some... into a whole bunch of new music, and I've kind of got this up and down theme going so far. I don't know as much this new music coming up because it's brand new, but that was intentional, kind of like my NBA journey with the Raptors was all up and downs. So anyways, enjoy these tracks. I'll be back in a little bit with this discussion. Maybe you can get your mind on your thoughts, see if you agree. And we've got a great show for the next 2 hours until 10 o'clock right here on CKMS 102.7. Mano a Mano!
And make sure you're talking to him. Our church ought to be a church that knows how to pray. The Bible says, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. Let the words of my mouth, what I say, my conversation, be acceptable to God. Here's what you say. God is not deaf. God is not ignorant of what you say. He hears what you say. You better be careful what comes out of your mouth. It's all over our televisions. Things that ought not to be said are being said on our radios and televisions.
continue de bûcher les arbres, tu verras, ne doute pas, à force de frapper, tout va tomber. Tout va tomber. Boucan noir, plus d'espoir, où est-ce qu'on va s'en aller? Respirer, pas penser, faire notre vie dans un gros cendrier. Qui est le plus fort quand on y pense? Est-ce que c'est celui avec la dent en or? Qui est le plus fort quand on y pense? Est-ce que c'est celui qui parlera plus fort? Bouteille vide, poisson mort, caviar empoisonné, la mer crie dans le brouillard, est-ce qu'on finira par l'écouter? Par l'écouter. Ne bouge pas, continue de bûcher les arbres, tu verras, ne doute pas, à force de frapper, tout va tomber. Tout va tomber. Qui est le plus fort quand on y pense? Est-ce que c'est celui avec la dent en or? Le plus fort quand on y pense? Est-ce que c'est celui qui parlera plus fort?
In the last few years I feel like a different man. With all this happened I find it hard to understand. Can't remember what it was like before. The realization I wouldn't see you anymore. But there's a pain, there's a pain, there's a pain deep inside me, and it doesn't go away, and it'll be with me till my dying day. There's a pain deep inside me, and it'll never go away, and it'll be with me till my dying day. All I have are the photographs and this tattoo on my arm. The ring reminds me that I'll always be your son. I have to accept this is the way it has to be. And with your ring on my finger, I'll carry you with me. But there's a pain, there's a pain, there's a pain deep inside me, and it doesn't go away, and it'll be with me till my dying day. There's a pain deep inside me, and it'll never go away, and it'll be with me till my dying day. may not be in this form, that's all I can say. But life goes on and I look forward to that day. But there's a pain, there's a pain. And it never goes away, and it'll be with me till my dying day. And there's a pain deep inside me, and it'll never go away, and it'll be with me till my dying day. Hemos alcanzado niveles miserables. ¿Cómo podemos ser tan lamentables? On finance des guerres parce que ça n'a pas. Si c'est ça l'humanité, moi j'éclate la part. Vergüenza, somos todos culpables. Vergüenza, irrecuperable. Oh, perdón, nosotros culpables. Oh, perdón, irrecuperable.
cold outside, kind of like you said. Dump out your drink, roll down your blood. It's getting cold outside, kind of like you said. Dump out your drink, roll down your blood. And all the odds and ends, just to watch you break. Try to make amends, and I can't read anything you do.
All right, Mano Amigos. There is a whole bunch of brand new music up and down. At one point, we got a little bit heavier than I was thinking we were going to get. That was some Anonymous, that one right there. But coming up, I featured this last week on the show. I featured some Smash Boom Pow, some brand new Smash Boom Pow, and some Jenny Mayhem. I'm going to get to both of those again this week. So I'm going to play the two Smash Boom Pow tracks. In between those two Smash Boom Pow tracks, because it's not quite 9 o'clock, I'm going to play the clean version of Prisoner and the Smash Boom Pow track called Impatient. I'm also going to play Jenny Mayhem from the album Social Piranha. The single from that one, I believe she was mentioning, was Who's Gonna Love You? So we're gonna get to that. As well, I'm gonna call up Drinking Game and play that after the second Smash Boom Pow. So we're gonna do a little feature. These are a couple of my favorites right here. We're gonna do a little feature of some Smash Boom Pow mixed in with some Jenny Mayhem. All right here. Then we're jumping into some Do Make Say Think. The track is called A Murder of Thoughts, and I'm going to give my thoughts on the bubble. So, a bunch of stuff coming up right here on the Mano a Mano Show. We're listening to some Holy F right here in the background. As we continue on CKMS 102.7, Mano a Mano!
I guess it's the season. Hearts are breaking all around me. The birds and the bees are flying south to get away far from me. And you say, gotta be realistic. Why you being such a princess? Ain't nobody gonna win this, no. And you say, but you only making me mad. The way you say it like you're my dad. Yeah, I wish you wouldn't do that, no. And you say, who's gonna love you? Who's gonna love you? Who's gonna want you? Who's gonna want you? Who's gonna touch you? Who's gonna touch you like I do? Like I do. I'm gonna love me, I'm gonna love me, I'm gonna want me, I'm gonna want me, I'm gonna touch me, I'm gonna touch me. Without you, without you. I'm gonna love me, I'm gonna love me without you. Guess nobody's perfect, but I was feeling pretty close, almost there, till you said I'm not worth it. And you prefer a girl who's not going nowhere. And you say, gotta be realistic. Why you being such a princess? Ain't nobody gonna win this, no. And you say, but you only making me mad. The way you say it like you're my dad. God, I wish you wouldn't do that, no. And you say, who's gonna love you? Who's gonna love you? Who's gonna want you? Who's gonna want you? Who's gonna touch you? Who's gonna touch you like I do? Like I do. I'm gonna love me, I'm gonna love me, I'm gonna want me, I'm gonna want me, I'm gonna touch me, I'm gonna touch me. Without you, without you. You know I'll do it. I'll do it so much better without you. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I'm gonna love me without you. I'm gonna love me without you. This is not my fault. I was born this way. I've been a dissident for all these years because of what's been done to me. I just want a piece of you and now you're looking at me sideways. I just wanna get up close, do it to your body.
Never told you I would be there to catch you if you fell. Just went ahead and held you down. Something special about the love we share. You don't just find that every day.
This is not my fault. I was born this way. I've been a dissident for all these years because of what's been done to me. Oh no, I'm not the victim here. Some things are beyond my control. This means everything to me. Don't ask if you don't want to know. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So I'm a risk everywhere. Got your number in my phone, so now you're gonna hear from me.
Babe, I really love you, really miss you, really cry. Trying to hold myself up when I fall down. Something different about the way I feel when I'm alone. There's power in loneliness.
This is not my fault. I was born this way. I've been a dissident for
All right, Mano Amigos, there it was. 2 brand new Smash Boom Pows, Smash Boom Pow tracks, along with a brand new Jenny Mayhem track. And that last one you heard, I kept typing in drinking game, and I might have even said that last week, but it's drinking song, which is why I had such a hard time finding it before. Anyways, Love Seat was Jenny Mayhem's previous band. They put out, I think, 1 EP. That was the single off the EP, Drinking Song, not Drinking Game. All right, we're into some Do Make Say Think, A Murder of Thoughts. The thought for today is the bubble. Now, last night, Raptors lost Game 7. I went back on my social media. I had been off social media for a while. And there's so much stuff. Now, I had picked on my Facebook for round 2. I have winning Bucks, Raptors in the East, both of whom are knocked out. So it's going to now be 3 and 4 facing for the top of the East. And then I have Lakers and Clippers. So it's pretty much all the top ones, which is usually what happens in the NBA. And then you can pick the amount of games. I have the Raptors advancing past the Bucks and the Raptors winning the championship. Really, when I started, I feel like the Lakers are going to win it this year. But I chose the Raptors because last year I chose the Raptors going all the way, and they did. So I felt like that was the first year we had this kind of pool. I felt like maybe I helped them win. I don't know that, my superstition is not that special, so, but I thought maybe it could have been. So anyways, I picked them to win it again. Didn't work. They lost. But everyone in the little pool is affected by the East. Most people either picked the Bucks to move forward past the Raptors, or the Raptors to move forward, because most people in my little pool are from this area. We're all Raptor fans. So yeah, it's shaking things up, which brings people to question the Raptors and the bubble. So Raptors lose Game 7. On social media, right away, people are saying that they need to trade Pascal. Now, he played very poorly in the bubble. But when you think about years past, people were saying the same thing when Lowry and DeRozan would lose first round, second round from year to year. And they would say, oh, trade him, trade Lowry. Even when we were trying to get Kawhi, and we eventually got Kawhi for that 1 year, people were saying they should have traded Lowry and kept DeRozan and Kawhi. That would have been better. But Lowry ended up proving himself. Lowry played great throughout these playoffs, did not put down Pascal. In fact, in his statements after, he was saying that he went through the same thing. Pascal will look at all the criticism of his game, and that will fuel him to become a better player. I agree with it. Now, in the same way that Lowry, I don't think is... Obviously, everyone who's in the NBA is gifted. But Lowry is not quite gifted, say, as a Kawhi or a LeBron, with these physical attributes that make him a star. It's that motivation that is what makes Kyle Lowry a star. And I feel like Pascal Siakam has that same motivation to get to that level. Now, maybe not, because he's already been paid the big bucks. I don't know. We'll have to see. People are also on Nick Nurse for continuing to play Pascal Siakam. And it kind of reminded me of a personal coaching moment that I had. And coincidentally, it was with a team that was the Celtics. So I coached a team that was the Celtics, and we were in, I can't remember if it was to get into the finals of a local Kawasa, or if it was to get into the semifinal. So anyways, either second round or third round. And we were playing, their best player had just started scoring out of his mind. And we called a timeout. I believe we were up a little bit. And I said to my best defensive player, "You're going to guard their best player." And my starter looked at me, my captain, my best player, and he said, no, coach, I got him. I'll shut him down. And against my better judgment, I said, you know what? Okay, you're stepping up. You stay with your matchups. You're taking him. Let's do this. He wasn't able to shut down their best player, who eventually scored a three-pointer and ended up winning the game, and they moved on and we were knocked out. So, but, I mean, I feel like Nick Nurse was in that same thing where he's relying on these players that got them there. Like, it was that best player that got us to that point anyway. So if he wants to step up and take that challenge on, it's almost like if it doesn't happen, it's a learning experience that you want to happen. So I can understand why Nick Nurse did that. Another criticism of Nick Nurse is that Boston had a weaker bench, so he should have saved the starters more and played the bench more so that the starters would have been fresher, because he admitted that the starters were probably tired at the end of Game 7, which is why they didn't play as well as they could have. But when you think of it, 7-game series, you go into Game 1, you want to play your starters. Those people who are criticizing are looking at it in hindsight. Game 1, you want to play your starters because you want to start off strong, right? You want to get that first win. Well, they didn't. They lost the first game. Go into the second game. You just lost your first game. You don't want to be down 2-0, so you're heavy on your starters. They lost the second game. They go into the third game. They don't want to be down 3-0. So they got to work with the starters again. This time it works. They win. They do some different things, but they win. They don't want to be down 3-1, so Game 4, they go heavy on the starters. They win. 2-2. They think they've figured it out now because they've just won 2 in a row. Game 5, they go heavy on the starters, but this time they just get blown out. They put in the bench for the end of the blowout, and nothing really helped. In fact, it kind of looked worse, but I think that they were kind of demoralized at that point anyways. So it's 3-2. Game 6 now, it's a must-win or they're out, so they have to go heavy with the starters. That goes into like double overtime. Game 7, they want to do the starters again. So, hindsight looking back, if you think, I'm going to lose the first 2 games anyways, I can play with some of my bench players and see what I can do. But, I mean, Nick Nurse didn't have that vantage point of hindsight going into those games. So I feel like that's something I would have done too, is you got to focus on the players who you think are going to win those games. Having said that, I think in this series, Lowry showed his toughness. Lowry is awesome. Lowry is definitely now the best all-time Raptor. Throughout this series, though, I was surprised that Matt Thomas didn't get played more. Being so good at shooting threes, it just opens the floor up. And I know the criticism is that he doesn't have as good defense, but the Raptors could not stop anyone anyways. So it's not like the rest of them were playing amazing defense. And from the defense that I saw Matt Thomas playing, he looked pretty amazing. Like he was working so hard. I think he could have got more minutes. So I feel like next year, with Matt Thomas, with a couple changes, they're going to be just as good of a team. I feel like Pascal will have learned a lot from this, and moving forward will be better. Gasol, unfortunately, I feel like his contract is up, if I remember correctly. I can't see them re-signing Gasol. As much as I like Gasol, he plays great in some games. But I don't know. I don't even want to touch that. As far as the bubble goes too, like the whole NBA bubble, I feel like I like it. With the frequency of games, so the games are every other night. I feel like that in itself gives the younger players and the more fit players, which are generally the younger players, a bit of an advantage because they're ready to go for that next game. So if you've got some older veteran players, they may not be as ready. Having said that, LeBron James has been unbelievable being ready for every game. As well, no home court advantage because that makes it super interesting. One thing that is kind of boring is when we do these playoff picks, if you generally go with the higher seeded team, you're going to get it right who moves on most of the time. With this no home court advantage, I feel like it changes things huge because if we even look at just this Toronto Raptors Boston Celtics series, game 1 and 2 were supposed to be at Toronto's home. Toronto was the home team anyway. They lost both of those. Game 3 and 4, Boston was the home team. They lost both of those. Game 5, Toronto was the home team. They lost that one. Game 6, Boston was the home team. They lost that one. Game 7, Toronto home team. They lost that one. The home team did not win once in that entire 7-game series. And I feel like home court advantage is huge, especially if you think of a Game 7. Boston, especially how Game 6 ended with all that arguing between Smart and it looked like Powell. Game 7, the fans would have been crazy in Toronto. Toronto's got one of the best fan bases. I feel like they say that all the time when I'm watching, and it could be biased because it's the Toronto announcers. But I feel like they've got one of the best fan bases in all of the NBA. And they would have been nuts at the end bringing those players, the Toronto Raptor players, to a whole nother level. And sometimes just that impact, like with the fans getting on the opponents, it makes the opponents feel small and they don't have the confidence that they do when the fans weren't there. Even just the fans yelling at Nick Nurse when maybe someone like Pascal Siakam isn't playing good. That would have given Nick Nurse a little bit more of confidence to have Pascal to pull him for the end. He did it in the past. He had some great players, sat them on the bench. I believe he did it to Pascal last year, but he had Kawhi in there. So, and then little things like Drake stunts, the Arkells were at a game, even members of the Robot Apocalypse were at some of those playoff games, although their seats were nowhere near as good as Drake's. But just those things impact the game. So the bubble is a completely different game. And I think that it takes the fans a little bit out of it. Although I've been watching more basketball than ever before because of the non-stop games that are happening. I find it super exciting. I actually like the bubble better. But I think that that home court advantage definitely has an impact on things. And looking at all this, the Mano a Mano show was attending all of the KW Titans games. The KW Titans are nonstop talking about the Toronto Raptors on their Twitter feed as well. What the heck is going on with the NBL? I feel like those players in those cities, they could have finished off that season of the NBL in some type of local bubble. It's not happening. I'm not sure how the NBL will come back from this. The only good thing is the KW Titans were having a terrible year. It was difficult watching some of those games. Not that they were out of all the games. The games were generally pretty good and awesome to attend, but their record was like brutal. I think it was something like 2-8 or something like that when things shut down. So anyways, that is kind of my 2 cents on the bubble. I enjoyed it. I don't know that I'll watch Boston and Miami. I don't really care who wins out of the two. I'm very interested in LA versus LA. And I'm also interested in what the championship will look like. I don't know that I'll necessarily watch all of the championship, but I'm very interested in what it'll look like. If it is LA Boston, I want to watch that. If it is Kawhi Leonard, I want him to win that. I'm not sure that I'd watch it. I think that the most interesting series right now that's going to happen is LA versus LA. That is going to be phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So, if you have thoughts on the bubble, let me know your thoughts. We're going to get into some Pretend here. We've been listening to some New Wings, Little Song for Cities. I felt that fit with the murder of thoughts that was going through my mind about the bubble here. As we continue here on the Mano a Mano show, I'm going to get in a whole bunch of great towel rock right now. I've gone through my new release, my new release list. I'm going to jump into some towel rock. Here is some right now with Pretend right here on Mano a Mano.
Basketball is a good game to play if you want to win a trophy. But if you're bad at basketball, you can try, you'll get better. Basketball is a good game to play if you want to win a trophy. But if you're bad at basketball, you can try, you'll get better. Basketball, 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 yeah. Basketball is a good game to play if you want to win a trophy. But if you're bad at basketball, you can try, but you'll get better. Basketball is a good game to play if you want to win a trophy. But if you're bad at basketball, you can try, you'll get better. Basketball, 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 yeah. Basketball is a good game. Play if you want to win a trophy. But if you're bad at basketball, you can try, you'll get better. Basketball is a good game to play if you want to win a trophy. But if you're bad at basketball, you can try, you'll get better. Basketball is a good game to play if you want to win a trophy. But if you're bad at basketball, you can try, you'll get better. Basketball is a good game to play if you want to win a trophy. But if you're bad at basketball, you can try, you'll get better. Basketball is a good game to play if you want to win a trophy. But if you're bad at basketball, you can try, you'll get better. Basketball is a good game to play if you want to win a trophy. But if you're bad at basketball, you can try, you'll get better.
You'll get better.
the bell. Everywhere the dreaming, talking, whisper was a way for you to tunnel from your old life to the new one. But tell me, did you survive? I tried to be a friend, I know you can't take the daily grind. So then I headed over to the coast and over the mountains and through the prairies and across every ocean, set foot on every continent. And I'm gonna help save us all. And I'm gonna be somebody, like you're somebody. And I will use my life for good. And I'm gonna be somebody. I'll save us all.
Loaded, enough to be released. It's more than the less you say you do. It's more than the shot that gets you through. Born to buy into something, born to kill. Big
I'm waiting and fading and floating away. I'm waiting and fading and floating away. I'm waiting and fading and floating away. I'm waiting and fading and floating. I'm waiting and fading, floating away. Waiting and fading, floating away. Waiting and fading, floating away. Waiting and fading, waiting and fading. When you see yourself in a crowded room, do you think I sit? Are you pissed away? Will you step in line or release that glitch? Can you fall asleep with a panic switch? See yourself in a crowded room. Do you think I sit? Are you pissed away? Will you step in line or release the glitch? Do you picture sleep with a panic?
There was a black swan outside the palace. It was appointed by the king. And people took it as a sign that he needed more time. But you said, I ain't afraid of no blackbird. There was a rumor of a ghost in the bedroom, hanging in and around the bed. But by the time the moon rose, you had taken off your clothes and had the pillow under your head. is a kingdom where the king is a heart, and my heart is king. My heart is king, and my heart is a kingdom where the king is a heart, and my heart is king, the king of hearts. There was a rumor of a ghost in the bedroom, hanging in and around the bed. But by the time the moon rose, you had taken off your clothes and had the pillow under your head. You got mascara all over your bed sheets. You got mascara all over your clothes. You got mascara making broken heart shakes on your face, and you have yet to see the ghost.
Thanks for tuning in, Mano Amigos. I had a great time. Amazing towel rock. I still got 10 minutes more of towel rock. Here is some Wet Secret swinging a hammer in the background. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in every Saturday night, 8 till 10. And stick around for Discoteca right here on CKMS 102.7. Mano a Mano.
I know I can. I can swing a hammer with the best of them. I know I can. I can swing a hammer with the best of them. I know I can. I can swing a hammer with the best of them. I know I can. I can swing a hammer with the best of them. I know I can. I can swing